Right. Tell me the word, if you can pronounce it.
Let's see. Something with the L, right? The L sound? Or is it?
To eat,
No, I'm in the wrong place. Never mind.
first page,
Wrong place.
vocabulary.
That's, was it A? A?
That's the olive.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be and what's the next letter? Tell me the letters if you know.
I'm looking for it. Is it a cough?
That's the cough. It looks like a backwards C.
Mm-hmm.
That's the cough.
And then the last one is lemonade.
Lamed.
Lamed.
Yes, looks like a lightning bolt. Lamed. So the aleph, cough, lamed. A cold means to eat.
A cold.
A cold means to eat. Right? Can you say that?
A cold.
Mm-hmm. A cold
A cold.
means to eat. So, what do we do to make this a verb?
We add the, what is that? That letter. Let me see. Is that the, I think it's the, is that the none?
No. It's the wav.
Oh, I was still confused. I
Go
know
to
that the wav is, the tail is shorter, right? The other one has a
yeah.
long tail.
Tail is short, yeah. Mm-hmm. If you look under the notes, page 2, part number 3, where it says active participles of call verbs,
Mm-hmm.
you'll notice with all of these words that after the first letter,
Have that
the
wav.
wav is there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the indicator that,
Of changing it, right?
yes, that's the indicator that the 3-letter word is now being changed to a verb. So when you see this, you know that you're seeing a call verb. Now, this is not the same for every situation. You can have a verb without having to have the wav after the first letter. But if you see the wav after the first letter,
Mhm.
you know that that is a verb. But in particular, though, when you see the wav after the first letter, what you're having is a word that's changed into what's called an active participle. Okay? Where the word would be like, say you have the word finished.
Mhm.
Finished is a term that refers to an action, but finishing is a verb, but it's a verb that is an active participle. So in this case, we're looking at the verb that is an active participle. Okay? So this word to eat, which is a verb, is telling us to eat. This word here is the active participle when you put the wav there, eating. So now, let's look at another word. And I know that it's going to take some time getting used to recognizing the letters, but we definitely want to get used to that. All right. What about number 3? To write. To write. Let's first of all find the word for to write. I want you to tell me the word and the letters. To write.
So to write is that cough,
That's cough, yes.
and then the next one is it looks like a het.
What's that?
Is it het? I can't tell.
Kind of favors it, but it's not the het. The het doesn't have a foot on it.
Oh, I didn't see that. I see the dip now. Never mind, I know. I see that now.
What is it?
Tav.
What's that?
Tav.
Tav, yes. So you have the cough, tav, and what is the last letter?
The last letter, I think, is a bet.
Yes, it is. Good. I'm glad you were able to see it. And the thing about it with the print, it's kind of hard to see it because you don't see
that's
this
what
here
messed me up.
left over. So sometimes when you're looking at the print, it's a little difficult to be able to recognize the letters. But here we have the letters, the Kaf, Tav, and the Beit. Pronounce this best you can.
Let's see.
Think of K,
K.
T, B. Pronounce that.
K.
Huh?
K.
KTB. Think of KTB.
K. Cat.
Come on.
Cow.
Come on. KTB. How do you pronounce it? Just pronounce it.
I have to, does it have to hear all the
Keteb.
letters?
Keteb. Keteb.
Keteb.
Keteb. Yes.
Keteb.
Huh? When you're pronouncing,
Keteb. Keteb.
when you're pronouncing, you just pronounce it just like it is. Keteb.
I think that's just
Keteb.
messing me up because
Keteb.
it's just so different how the words are. Keteb.
Keteb. Yeah.
Keteb.
Just pronounce it just like it is. Keteb. Keteb.
Keteb.
And when you pronounce the last letter, you don't say ba.
Keteb.
You say b. Okay? So this would be keteb. If this was a mem, you would say ketim, not ketema. Okay? Sometimes people, when they see the last letter, they'll say like ma or ba. You don't say it. It's just that short sound. Ketib. Okay?
That's just exactly how it's spelled.
Ketib. Huh?
KTV.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what this is. Okay? But all the letters are like this. There are no vowels in the middle, but
Okay.
there are vowel sounds in there, like ke, t, b, ketib,
Keteb.
ketib. This word here means to write. Okay? Kaf, tav, and the beit. For example, when we look at the scriptures,
Mhm.
okay, you look at the scriptures. The scriptures, from a rabbinic perspective of how to classify the scriptures, it's called Tanakh, right? Tanakh, right? The word Tanakh comes from taking 3 letters that represent 3 sections of the scriptures. Torah, Nebim, which is prophets, and Kotbim, which is writings. Okay? Ketub means to write. Kodbim means writings. So let's now put the verb form of ketib as an active participle. Okay? So we have the kaf, wav, tav, and beit. So here is kaf, the wav, the tav, and the beit. This means writing, right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we call koteb. Koteb.
Kotib.
Mhm. So koteb means writing, writing in the sense of singular. If we were to do this, if we put the yod mem on the end here,
Mm-hmm.
you know that means it's plural. This would be
Writing.
writings. This is Kot Beam. Now, more in rabbinic Hebrew, because they use the V sound, which came along after the second, close to the 3rd century, it will be pronounced Kot Vim. But the more ancient Hebrew would still maintain the B sound of the bait. It will be Kot Beam. Kot Beam. So, you know, like with the Tanakh,
Mm-hmm.
Torah, that's the Tav, Torah represents, the Tav represents the Torah, the N part, the Nun represents the prophets, Nebim, the prophets, and then you have what we call the Kaf, that's the Ka of Tanakh. That represents the Kotbim, which means writings. That's how you would spell it in the plural. Without the plural, it would just be koteb. But this is keteb, which means to write. And here, when you have the wav in between or after the first letter, anytime the wav is after the first letter, it becomes an active participle. And if this is to write, this will be writing. Just like with any other verb, whether it's to eat, eating. If it is say, saying. If it is to finish, finishing. If it's walk, walking. Like, for example, the word walk. Let's try that one. Now, when you're pronouncing these words, you just want to get used to pronouncing the letters just like they are. Try not to be afraid. Just say it. Say what you see.
Okay.
KTB, ketib. Say what you see. You're hesitant. I notice you're hesitant.
I know because it just doesn't. I know that that's what the word is, but it doesn't make sense to me.
It's okay.
I'm thinking about it from an English
Yes,
perspective.
forget about English.
I know. I need to think about it from
Forget about English.
That's what's messing
When
me
you're doing
up.
this, forget about English.
Okay.
What you see is what you read. It's like when you read an English word that you have never seen before. What happens is that your understanding of phonetics kicks in. You see the letters, you see the vowels, and you start pronouncing it. And it might not be what it may be properly, because it depends on which rules apply here. You understand what I mean? And if the word in English comes from either Spanish origin, French origin, whether it comes from a Germanic origin, and if it does, then you have all of these different accents that go on the vowels that you have to learn about. But that's why English is so hard. You understand what I mean? But if you're looking at something fresh, just say what you see. That's what's going to help you not be hesitant. When you see the letters, just pronounce it. And you fix it up later. Okay?
Okay.
So sometimes the accent on different parts of the word will change depending on whether you're making it a plural or not. Sometimes the accent changes. All right? But because you're a beginner, you just want to get accustomed to seeing that letter and pronouncing it. That's what you want to do. Okay? So let's look at the word to walk. Okay? To walk. Reason why I say this, because you don't want to make it difficult for yourself. Make it easy on yourself.
I'm making it harder than it has to be.
Huh?
So I'm making it harder than it has to
Yes,
be.
you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And for all of you that may be watching by live stream, you want to make this easier for yourself. Don't make it more difficult than what it needs to be. Those of you who are familiar with the Hebrew letters, as you're learning them, pronounce what you see. And then as you get accustomed to pronouncing what you see, then you will get better to more accurately pronounce the words. But as you see them, just pronounce them. All right, so for to walk, spell that out for me.
Is that on page?
First page,
Oh, first
lesson
page.
9.
Okay. First page.
Now that might be a tough one, but at least give me the first 2 letters.
I think the first letter is A,
Yes, it's A.
and the second letter is Lamed.
Lamed.
Lamed. And the third one is
You don't know what that is,
Lamed.
because I didn't go over finals with you.
Oh.
That right there would be called a final cough.
Okay, yeah, I did see it here.
Yeah, it's a final cough.
Okay, final cough.
The final cough looks something like this.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's at the end of this word here, it's the cough, but there are certain letters in Hebrew, and there again, this is not in the ancient Hebrew. This right here is what was done within the framework of what we would call the rabbinic Hebrew, okay? Where they started to put finals, and also with the nikudot, which came along some centuries downstream to give us the vowel designations. So this is what you would see, but we're not using that. It's the cough. So you have the hay, the lamed, and the cough. Can you pronounce that? Think about it. It's not hard.
And the last one is
Think about it. Here you go. Pronounce that.
Hulk.
Say it again.
Hulk.
Pronounce each letter. Ha,
Ha.
la, ka.
Halakha.
Halak.
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 Halak. That means to walk.
Halak.
Okay, are you familiar with the halakha? You've heard that term before? Halakha?
Halakha.
Okay, halakha means the walk. It's a term which means the lifestyle. Halakha.
Halakha.
Yeah. Okay, so it comes from this word halak, which means to walk.
Okay, I see this right here.
All right? So
Oh, the sound, yeah. Halakha.
we want to say walking. So now you should know what to do here. Tell me what to do. Letters for walking. Tell me the letters for walking.
A.
Yep.
Let's see.
We're making it to say walking. What do we put after the hey?
Wav.
Right, wav. Yep.
You want it?
Hmm.
And is that the cough again?
Cough, yes.
Cough.
Here's what we have. All we're going to do is we're going to put the wav right after the first letter. Right after the hey, we put the wav, and we have the lamed and the cough. This would be holek.
Holek.
Holek. That means walking. Okay? Walking. Anytime we put the wav in the middle of a word, the wav is treated as a vowel. The vowel sound for the wav is the O or U sound.
Okay. Yeah, I see that now. So is the wav, because you said there's no B, is it a B?
What's that?
Is that letter B?
Which?
For the transliteration?
Which letter?
For the wav.
No, the wav is always O or U.
Okay. Oh, I see this over here. Okay.
It's always an O
You know what?
or U.
I wasn't paying attention to this right here. I keep looking at this side right here, never looking at this side.
So you want to always remember the wav as a vowel. It has the O or U sound.
Okay.
Okay. Always remember that. When you hear Hebrew words and it has O or U in it, that's the wav.
So how do you pronounce that again?
This word.
Walking.
This word. Okay. We have the hey. I want you to see it. Hey, which gives you the H sound. Wav gives you the O sound. Lamed gives you the L sound. Cough gives you the K sound. So try it.
Holek.
Yeah.
Holek. Okay.
Holek.
It's because I wasn't paying attention to these letters right here.
Okay.
That's what was messing me up too. I was just looking at this. I was just looking at the letter and the name instead of looking at paying attention to the sound too.
All right. So here we have halak and holek.
Halak. And you can hear the accent on the end. Make it funny.
So are there any other words that we need to look at? Because I think you can figure out the rest.
Well, now that I'm going to pay attention to the sounds here, I don't know why I didn't notice this over here or connect the dots.
All right.
You gotta start somewhere,
I know.
so you can end somewhere.
All right.
That's true.
So as you are going through the chart, you want to make the lettering system chart your friend. You want to keep that with you, refer to it all the time as you are learning the letters, as you are pronouncing the letters. That's very important. If you look at the chart, you'll notice that the chart gives you the meaning of each letter, and it also gives you the sound. If you look where it says wav, you see where it says wav at the furthest left side of the chart where it has the ancient Hebrew, early, middle, and late, you'll see that the image looks like a tent peg, it looks like a Y, basically, it looks like a stake, but it has this U at the top with a stake. You see that? Let me draw it for you so you can get an idea of what the wav looks like. This is the ancient Hebrew letter of a wav. I kind of made this a little bit too long, but you get the point.
Okay,
That's a wav. That's a tent peg or a tent stick.
Okay.
Drive it into the ground, you tie up a rope to it so it can hold up a tent. All right? Over time, it began to look like this. Okay? It began to look like this over time. And then when you look at, for example, the modern Hebrew looks like that. Okay? The late Hebrew, late ancient Hebrew, it looks like this, and modern Hebrew also looks like that. Okay? This is the original way in which it looked. But this is the YHWH. And if you notice on the chart, the sound of the YHWH, you'll see it has the W, which is W sound. And then the vowel part of it is the O and the U. You see that? Are the sounds? Where it has the O and the U, that is with respect to the vowel of the YHWH. Okay? So it's important that when you are wanting to know the sounds of these Hebrew letters, associate it with the chart. Go to the chart, look at the sounds, and it'll give you that. So, like for example, if you look at the Aleph, all right, come over to the sound, it's the Ah and the A. Okay? Ah and the A. Okay? So that's important to know. And the cough as well. You see the cough? See what the cough looks like there? The ancient Hebrew cough looks like a hand like this. This is what it looks like, ancient Hebrew. It's a hand that really is bent. It needs a bent hand. So it looks kind of like this sideways. If I make it sideways, it looks like this. But it gives it to you. The ancient Hebrew gives it to you like this. Sort of like that. Let me show you what it looks like. That's what the cough looks like. Ancient Hebrew, the cough. It looks like a hand. That's what it's supposed to represent, a hand. But it's supposed to represent a hand that's kind of bent or cupped like this. So the image that you get in the modern Hebrew which is like this backward C, that's supposed to be the idea of having a cupped hand like this to the side. That's what the representation of this is, okay? This is the modern. This right here is the ancient, okay? It's the cough. It's like a bent hand. And I'm going to go over the meaning also. The picture describes an open palm, okay? But the meaning of it is to bend, okay? Got that? The cough, the meaning of the cough, it means to bend because it is like a hand that is bent. So it means to bend. It also has a meaning of open, to open. It also has the meaning of to allow and to tame. Because it has with it this idea that you are taking something and causing it to succumb to your will. It's like as if I was to say, I'm going to bend you to my will. The idea of bend, cause something to bend or to form to what you may want it to be, or or some other power may cause it to be. So it has with it the idea of to open, to allow, to tame. Okay, those are the ideas carried with that particular letter. All right, call. All right. Anything else we need to look at in lesson 9?
No, I think that's a better understanding.
All right. So, you think you're able to handle this?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Now that I'm paying attention to these sounds over here, that's going to help me a lot.
Okay. Good. Good. So we have about 10 more minutes left. Is there anything that you'd like for me to go over, to reiterate, something that might be in your mind, you might need clarity on?
I can't think of anything right now.
All right. Then I'm going to do this.